Hurricane Helene rapidly intensified into a Cat 4 major hurricane last night as it tracked north to the Florida Panhandle. It has since been downgraded to a Cat 1. Ivan Rodriguez has more from Tallahassee.
Hurricane Helene making its impact felt, making landfall as a powerful Category 4 storm, bringing life-threatening conditions, a powerful storm surge and dangerous winds up to 140 miles per hour. Despite the risk, some prepared in advance to ride it out.
We should be safe here.
One mom rode out Hurricane Idalia in Steinhatchee last year while pregnant. Now she's riding out Hurricane Helene with her hurricane baby. She says this is the 7th hurricane her family has seen since moving to Florida 10 years ago.
Of course, life jackets just in case, God forbid, the water does get up to the house.
Helene's storm wind field span nearly 500 miles, roughly the distance between Indianapolis and Washington, D.C. Power outages are expected across the southeast. This video capturing the moment that Perry, Florida went dark. By Thursday night, more than 500,000 customers were already without power in Florida and Georgia.
You know, for you and your family's sake, I urge everyone in and near the path of the hurricane to listen to local officials and follow evacuation orders and when told to do so.
In Tallahassee, I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Clay, that video is just, astonishing. All right, so we're feeling some of those effects. We have been overnight, but those effects are going to ramp up a little bit. What can people in our area expect? Because, we're watching news and you see what's going on there, maybe not as bad here, but still something.
Yeah, we're still going to have strong winds coming through later this morning. It's not going to be anything like they had down in the Florida coast or even South Georgia or parts of the Carolinas, but still we'd have those gusts upwards of 40 to 50 miles per hour here, with some areas even having a road gust or two over 60 miles per hour. Going to pick up another 3 to 5 inches of rainfall over the next 6 hours. Could be some flash flooding, power outages, and some tree damage here across the Tennessee Valley. Lake Guntersville down in Scottsboro, starting to see that wind picking up a little bit. The rain coming down in buckets this morning, and we still got a lot of rain to come here across the Tennessee Valley. A lot of heavy rain going on in the Carolinas. Now, fortunately, we're not on the east side of the storm. That's where some of the severe weather and tornado potential is going to be located. So no tornado potential here across the Tennessee Valley, but we will have some strong tropical winds coming through a little bit later on. Here's a look at that severe risk, mainly into eastern parts of North Carolina, Virginia, and down into South Carolina. So that's not something we have to worry with, but some heavy rain now coming in from Athens to Cleveland down to Dalton across northwest Georgia, about to sweep into Chattanooga and along the Cumberland Plateau. A lot of flash flooding ongoing across portions of western North Carolina and northeast Georgia. And as for the winds, they're going to really start to ramp up. We're already starting to see gusts approaching 30 miles per hour here in Chattanooga. Winds really picking up across portions of Fannin and Gilmer counties. And take a look at your futurecast wind gusts. This is the latest forecast model. We're looking at gusts exceeding 40 to even 50 miles per hour here through the early afternoon and even through this evening. We could still have occasional gusts along the Cumberland Plateau upwards of 50 miles per hour. So it's going to be breezy all day long. And even through Saturday, we could have those gusts continuing upwards of about 40 to 45 miles per hour. So power outages, of course, going to be an issue. Likely to see these numbers really start to expand and increase as we go into the mid-morning and early afternoon. Already 1,000 customers without power in Whitfield, Chattooga, and Gilmer counties. And we're going to continue again to see these numbers increasing across the Tennessee Valley. Over 500,000 people without power in Georgia, 1.2 million without power in Florida, and over 60,000 in North Carolina. So these numbers are starting to tick upwards this morning. And here's a look at the latest on Helene, moving very quickly, still a Category 1 storm as it moves towards the South Carolina line. So this has maintained strength for quite some time as it is moving very rapidly. Now, we had landfalling system, of course, right around 11:10 last night in or just near Perry, Florida. If you have any idea where that's at, that's in Florida's Big Bend. And as we continue through the rest of the day, it's going to become a tropical storm and then eventually a remnant low and kind of hang out through the weekend, which will bring us some more shower chances Saturday into Sunday. But the heaviest rain going to be over the next 6 hours. We still have high wind warnings in effect for southeast Tennessee. And as we take a look at your futurecast through 9 o'clock, still some heavy rain out there. But by about 10, most of this is going to lift to the north. We'll still have some scattered showers throughout the day, but the heaviest rain will be done, but we could still pick up another 3 to 5 inches from Chattanooga westbound along the plateau, another 1 to 3 inches for places like Murphy, Blue Ridge, Cleveland, down into Dalton and Calhoun. So going to pick up some additional rainfall, still going to be that flooding threat. Highest potential for flash flooding still going to be into western North Carolina, but we still could have some low-lying areas, some small creeks, some streams swelling a little bit with some of this runoff. So if you're traveling out this morning, please give yourself a little extra time. Be careful. There's a lot of water out there on the roadways. You don't want to hydroplane, so give yourself, again, just a couple extra minutes before you head out and about on this Friday. So here's a look at your highs today. Only going to be around 73. Of course, we'll have that heavy morning rain, and we're going to have gusty winds as well, upwards of 40 to even 50 miles per hour. And as we take a look at your forecast for tonight, 64, scattered showers continuing, breezy. Again, not going to be any heavy rain tonight, just a couple lingering showers as that remnant low kind of just hangs out to our north and west. And then as we take a look at that extended 7-day forecast, of course, we are in storm alert weather mode for today. Rain this morning, scattered showers possible this weekend, and then next week we're going to get some sunshine with temperatures in the 80s. But again, Paul, came in around 2 o'clock this morning. Rain was coming down pretty good, starting to see a little bit on the side of the road. So just be careful if you're heading out this morning.
Yeah, persistent rain.
Yeah, I mean, for the next 6 hours, it's going to be coming down. So.
All right. Thank you, Clay.